been working with brands lately and I'm building my portfolio of credibility, and I'm really trying to like work with more brands because like I really do want to like make this like a very sustainable job while also helping other brands, you know, leverage their business, because we're all in this together, you know? Like I want to help where I can with other businesses and vice versa. I want them to help, you know, make this job a forever kind of thing that I can do. It's a lot, you know? I want to take the time to sit down and make a letter to myself. That was the theme of this video. I don't know if you guys follow Reagan on YouTube, but I was watching her video earlier and she made this a letter to myself, future self, 2023 vlogmas, and I was like, okay, this is perfect. I need to do this for my vlogmas. I kind of want to do that, so I think I'm gonna do that. This is a letter to myself. It is currently December 6th, 2023, and I'm making this video to give a letter to myself a year from now. Let's start. I'm gonna be living by this quote that I wrote down. You need to start to be great, not be great to start. So we're starting, and even though I'm not the best, I'm really nervous and bad at talking to the camera, I'm gonna film this video anyway. So something I accomplished this year. So I think the most that I accomplished this year is probably just moving out into my own apartment. At 21 was when I first moved in, and it's one of the most scariest things I've ever had to do alone. And I really give myself credit for it because wow, like moving out on your own is no joke. And like people that, you know, are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna move out and be on my own, it's not as easy as it seems. Like I feel like social media just shows the highlights of everything, but there are a lot of downsides, and that's the biggest thing I think I accomplished this year, just being able to live in an apartment, pay my rent on time, pay my bills on time. I did stretch myself thin a lot this year, but I'm just really glad that that was something that it was on my mood board from last year, which is crazy. And then I got it not too long after. I realized that in order to have a healthy relationship with my parents, I needed to have a good relationship with myself and distance myself, you know, at appropriate times, right? Because like, I love my family. Having a space to yourself is really important as you grow older, and I think that this is the best investment that I've ever made in myself. Things that I've done that has made positive impact on me. I did a lot of budgeting this year. Like I said, moving into an apartment by myself, I also decided to take time away from school in order to pursue my dreams of content creation full time. And although it's one of the most scary things that I've ever done with my life, I remember being 14 and promising myself that I would be a full-time content creator, take time away from school in order to pursue that, because school just never was something that was meant for me. And I'm sure a lot of people can agree on that. Like school is just not something that they can go into. I get a lot of hate from it. I get a lot of opinions of other people that don't understand the opportunities that I've had last year as well. You know, being a part of the phase challenge, like it really made me realize that I am capable and I can do this. And although I'm not great right now, like I don't consider myself super great, I think that I can be, and I think I see a lot of potential in me, and I know that it only takes you, like you believing yourself, to do it. So that's one of the best things that I've done, and I think it makes such a positive impact on me because I've really learned a lot about myself, and I've really just put myself out there, and I've been able to collaborate with a lot of different brands, and I feel really blessed, appreciative of the community that I have, because I would not be here without you guys. How have past mistakes helped me grow? In the beginning of this year and a little bit kind of last year, I got canceled. I'm not gonna go too much deep into it, but I was in a public gym and I got put on blast for filming another guy, which was my mistake. I ended up apologizing and taking that opportunity to learn and grow. Although I'm not gonna invalidate what I felt in that situation. I think a lot of what had happened in that video stemmed from trauma. I recently found out that I had PTSD, which is a crazy thing to discover about myself, but it means that I need a lot of therapy in order to be comfortable in public situations. I shouldn't use my platform in that way that I did, and I'm really glad that that happened to me, because although it came with a lot of backlash and a lot of hurt, I learned like so much. In that scenario, I realized that nobody deserves hate, even the people that hurt you. That chapter in my life made me realize that I'm not only gonna forgive other people for their shortcomings, I'm gonna forgive everyone, including myself. I'm gonna move on from that chapter in my life and just leave it behind me. It was a really big mistake that I made, and I'm never going to use my platform in a way that breeds negativity and bullying. And one of the biggest things that I'm gonna do for myself this next coming year is really invest in a good therapist and be consistent with it, but not only go to the therapist, but apply what I learned from the therapist, so that way I don't hurt anyone with my traumas, because I know that hurt people hurt other people, and no one deserves to be hurt in such a cruel world already. What do you need more of this year? I think I need more money. I definitely need more money. I also need more happiness. I need more socialness. I need to be around more people. I need to just be around the right people and just surround myself with people that I really love. I really want to spend quality time and all that. Yeah. Okay, next. Skills that I want to learn this year. So throughout my career, I've always thought that like I'm gonna blow up one day and I'm gonna get editors, but like I realistically want to be my own editor. I want to be really good at editing, especially for my YouTube channel, but not only for my YouTube channel. Like I want to be that way for my TikTok channel, and for every channel I want to create like really good quality content that like brings value to people. So I'm working on that every day. How was dating this year? Ugh, I hate talking about dating. You guys know I hate talking about dating, but I've been in my single era, although I've dabbled in some situationships. From those situationships, I learned that I deserve more. I'm never gonna put myself in a scenario where I don't know if a person likes me enough. I'm not gonna wait on people and give them the benefit of the doubt, because my time is precious and my energy is also precious, and everything that I have to offer to some potential husband or boyfriend is gonna be very valuable. I bring a lot of value in people's life, and I have a good influence for like the most part, because I built my own business. Like I have things going for me, and I'm not to say I'm sounding all egotistical. I just know that I'm a great girl, and I could be a great partner. I'm never gonna put myself in a situation where I'm somebody's option. I'm either your girlfriend or nobody else. I don't want to be anything else in somebody's life, and I don't want to ever put myself on that low of a worth level to be treated like a situationship or a talking stage. Like I don't believe in that. I believe that if you have the intentions to date me, let me know, and if I feel the same way, then we will work on it together. It's not something, you know, and it'll come at the right time, you know, like the right partner isn't gonna, you know, make me think about whether or not they want me. And they're also, my partner's not gonna make me fucking cry. That's another thing. My future partner is not gonna make me cry. So dating kind of sucked this year, and I kind of took the time to just like work on myself this year and not put myself out there, because I'm really scared too. But hopefully, you know, hopefully next year I find somebody that inspires me and adds a lot of value to my life as I would to theirs. Number 7, what is my favorite food? So currently I've been learning how to cook miso soup, so I would say miso soup has been my favorite. That's what I'm gonna be making for lunch today. Number 8, my favorite color. It's definitely like blue purple vibes, because I'm super indecisive. That's another thing about me. What the heck? Number 9, my pets. Okay, so I currently own 2 pets. I have Cleo, which Cleo's right over there. And I also have Fluffy. Fluffy is currently lost, and I haven't been able to find her yet. I know that she's eating food out of the bowl where I live, but she's been missing for a minute now, and I'm hoping that we find her. I was really torn up about losing her, but she was a stray to begin with when we first got her, so if she's meant to be outdoors, then she's meant to be outdoors. But at the same time, like I am actively trying to find her. I go outside every single night trying to look for her. Really hard, because she's one of the most scariest of cats ever, and that's how the pets are this year. Number 10, my favorite animal. I love cats. Cats are probably my favorite animal right now. I'm obsessed with cat memes. I love everything cat related. That's just been like the branding that I've been going for as well when I first started Twitch. So it's always been like something that I really resonate with, just like how my favorite fruit is pomegranate. It's always gonna be pomegranate. Like I don't normally change when it comes to those kind of things, because like when I'm obsessed with something, I'm obsessed with it forever. Like I don't know if that'll change a year from now, but we'll see. 11, this year I turned 22 in October. I am growing up now. I'm still in my 20s, but I'm starting to feel like, I think one of the most things that I've been feeling lately is like I'm starting to get older, and I'm getting scared of that. I don't know why I'm so scared of that, but I'm very scared of it. Sometimes as a woman, I feel like there's a lot of pressure to always look young and to always be young looking, and so I'm very scared to age. I'm very scared that, I don't know why I'm so scared to age. I feel like it's just a lot of pressure, and I feel like I'm running out of time. Something that I've been doing recently this year is just doing it and saying yes and doing a lot of different things. Like one of the things that I did this year was learn how to snowboard. I went snowboarding for the first time. I learned from my friend Timothy. I've been to a bunch of parties. I went to TwitchCon this year. I moved into my own apartment in the beginning of the year when I was 21, right? I moved into my apartment. This has always been a dream of mine, to move into an apartment at a really young age. Being a TikToker, I've been getting out of my imposter syndrome, because I have 6 600,000 followers on TikTok. Like, that is a lot, girl. Like, that's a lot of freaking followers. Like, I've also been reached out by Pokimane. I tried her Poke cookies, the Mina cookies. So good and super blessed and feeling very, very grateful to have someone like Pokimane, like one of my inspirations as a Twitch streamer, interact with me, give me PR. Like, girl, I got so excited. And it made me feel really like all the work that I've been doing is paying off, because once brands like recognize me, I get really, really like great. I feel really grateful. This year, there's been just so much going on, but this year, I have been struggling with my mental health. I have been taking care of myself, but I've also kind of been self-sabotaging, which is not good. Okay, number 13, I stopped smoking weed. So this year I stopped smoking weed, but I also kind of relapsed into it. It's something that I've been dependent on in the past. And so beginning of when I first tried it, I definitely got addicted to it. So this year I relapsed because I was around friends that gave it to me. I didn't plan to do anything with it, but then I started using it more often. I started feeling myself like relapsing, and so I'm thinking about getting rid of it or giving it to like a friend or something. I really started learning how to cook, which is really fun. I'm really happy about. I love cooking, so that's my favorite. The books that I read this year. So a couple of books that I read this year were Atomic Habits, The Laws of Human Nature, and I've been just getting into fantasy books, mainly just self-care and self-help books. And Atomic Habits, I'm not done with it yet because I'm so inconsistent with like finishing things. Like, I don't know what it is about me, but I really need to finish it, and I'm gonna finish it this year. Next year I'm hoping to read like way more books, because like I really feel like reading is something that really aligns me with other people that I want to be around, which is people that read books. I don't know, I also think that self-education is really important, so reading is something that I have started this year, but I didn't really quite finish, which I'm kind of disappointed in myself about. But at the same time, I'm gonna give myself grace because I've been just out of therapy and not able to live a normal, comfortable life, because the things that I love, I start to hate. Dealing with depression and anxiety and dealing with PTSD. I dealt with so much because of not taking care of my mental health. Okay, 16, my goals for next year. A lot of people have been asking me my goals for next year. So obviously I want to start YouTube, which is why I'm doing the vlogmas series. I want to be consistent at YouTube. I also really want to be consistent on TikTok, and I want to reach 1 million followers. Like, that is my goal. So 1 million followers is, I thought I was gonna accomplish this year. We are gonna do it next year, and not just say we're gonna do it. Like, I'm actually gonna consistently be posting, and that's something that is one of my goals for the year. I also want to start my own podcast. I do behind the scenes content on passes, and I posted like some podcasts here and there, but I've just never gotten the confidence to do it because of my imposter syndrome. So I'm trying to break through my imposter syndrome. I think with therapy this coming year, I think that that'll really help me get back on track. I also want to just start like spending more time with family, you know, mending the relationships that are closest to me and just nourishing them as well, you know, and reminding the people that are close to me that I love them, you know. And I'm hoping to also meet a lot more people. I want to make more friends. I want to be in more social activities and groups. Also, I wanted to talk about, if I'm dating in my future, what would my boyfriend be like? So my boyfriend would definitely be put together, financially independent, someone that I am inspired by, somebody that is athletic. So athletic, outdoorsy, because I love going outside. I like gamers, but doesn't game too much, and I think I'd be super unattracted to him if he gamed like, and it was like a big chunk of his life, unless it was like his job. That's the only time like I feel like I would understand, because I feel like gaming, although it can be really addictive, can ruin your life. So I want to be someone who's aware of that and has their shit together. 18, some of the words for my future self. Oh God, my battery's gonna die. No, please. So for my future self, I just want you to be happy. I wish you the best. I hope that you get the therapy you need, and I hope that you heal. You make more friends. I hope that you're not too hard on yourself like you've been before, and I hope that you have the best year. And that's gonna wrap up the video. Okay, bye everyone. I know it's rushed. My battery's gonna die though, so I have to. Okay. And have your battery charged and get a new camera, because this camera's fucking cringe. Hi, Cleo. So cute.